Ladies, gentlemen, esteemed non-binaries, trashkin, all good evening, and welcome to Trash Tier Gaming. We're back at it with Code Vein, aka Animu Souls. I may as well just accept it. I'm not gonna not call it that, as it is.
Hey, this is all we've got for available
we
routes.
left off at the boss of Raspe Trash Bear's memories. Weird because I have no memory of that,
Don't be overeager. Come back immediately.
Before we get after that boss, we're gonna do a little light grinding in the depths because we've been putting that off a good long while.
Let's do our best out there.
Let's get our map. We got the door, which no doubt will have us fighting something. Yeah. Free keys this time, huh? I have taken a little off-screen time.
Choose our path.
Leveled up some veils and weapons.
Bring it any time.
And gotten the Prometheus blood code and Atlas blood code maxed out. I prefer my Atlas with a little strength and dex from Prometheus for reasons. Yeah, the stat scaling is terrific on Atlas. You get basically the best strength and stamina of all the blood codes.
Oh? What is that?
Oh boy, I know this means.
I'm not sure I can yet.
Yeah, I was a little early on that. Funny of the B team here. Boy had. Yep. Yeah. I was afraid Big was coming. Yay!
Yeah.
Hope this boss drops steel. I mean, I can still use iron at some point, I'm sure.
The lost are here.
Plenty of them.
Bring it any time. Might be a good time to run.
Well, that's a lot for you to deal with.
Let's keep it up.
There we go. Given there's a double back, I want to see what's up. Ah, I thought I could time the roll.
Pick up something we can use?
Yeah, that did. Huh. Feels like there's jack here as far as items, but I'll pick it clean in a little. Ah, mini boss time.
Real thing.
You ferret soldier.
Stay focused.
I got a map. Pick it all clean. Incidentally, if you get lost in the depths, these lamps here tell you if you've been there or not. Very Bloodborne-y. In here? No. How about here? No. Over here? No. No, not much pickings this side of the dungeon. Then again, I did get out of the deal with a vestige. Worse things. Worse things, Trashkin. But, I mean, I would like more loot.
Make sure you're good and set before we go.
Loot's usually good. Huh. Oh, well, there's a whole chunk we haven't explored. Okay. Maybe that's where they hit the loot.
Bring it anytime.
Oh. Well, I can't hear a third yet.
Oh, that's...
Not much to these.
Groove. Oh, that's
Town
a nice
of
thing to have
Sacrifice
around.
key. Oh, good for us. Well, one key and a vestige. Like, her trip already paid for itself as far as I'm concerned. The map does seem a little more complicated than the last two. Ah, you rolled early. Okay, that turning raise I call horseshit on. Nobody is that nimble with a hammer. Or maybe somebody is and I just ain't seen it. Just, I hate auto-tracking turning. I get it's a necessary part of NPC builds, but...
No harm in being prepared.
Alright. Suspecting a fourth there.
Oh, that's a nice thing to have around.
Well, there's the key. Ah, heck. A Bugarali, though.
Bring it anytime.
Well, that time on my part. This is a long one.
Guess that worked out.
Yay! Well, that noticed plenty of items. sure we got everything cleared out.
Bring it anytime.
Whoa, the position was good. The targeting was bad on my part.
I always look forward to this.
Verdanch, yeah. Polearm of gifts. There, close enough. Alright, well, let's snake the map and smack them up. More euphoric soldiers? And there we go.
Yes.
Let's see, and we've been most everywhere available here. Not as generous as the last map, but I do expect to have to work for my loot. Like the main advantage of the Onibane is it has some unique animations compared to other swords, as I understand it.
No harm. Pick up something we can use.
Ooh. Lightning buff regardless of user's blood code. Don't mind if I do. Guns
Looks like
are
we're
always
in for a
useful.
rough time.
Yay! Oh, I guess I had to drop you to get the key. Alright, well that works out. Almost missed a stun cartridge. Just a straight shot to the boss here? Yep, just a straight shot to the boss here. Back. Back.
Bring it
Uh-oh. I gotta make some distance. There.
Bring it anytime.
Yay! Raging Noblewoman. I could pick several titles for that monster. That would not occur to me. But I suppose... Guess there was a point where corpulence was associated with wealth. Yeah. I personally lean towards Big Mama. You know? Alright, that's for keys.
We're
Time
safe
for the
now, at least.
part I hate, dealing with the butterfly. Ooh, more gifts. That's lovely. Who gave me the pound cake though? Oh, from Yakumo. May no doubt what the brandy we gave him piles up. Yeah, time to get busy. Oh, I do hate fighting you. So
Appreciate it. No harm in
much.
being that one.
Heck. Well,
Get ready. There.
heck.
Bring it anytime. Stay focused.
Heck.
Yes.
Okay, didn't get both hits, but it didn't matter, and they dropped Queen Iron, so I never have to do this section again. Ever. Alright, let's pop back out. See how we did. They don't get terribly sneaky with where they put what in the depths. And I am perfectly
Hey.
fine with that.
The organization Gregorio, but the fighting can buy one. This is all we've got for available routes.
Oh, yeah, I guess we snaked everything there. Oh,
It's unexplored territory from here on.
Huge Hammer, Master Hammer used by Lost, who've been enlarged by exposure to miasma. Ah.
Okay, let's get going.
Yeah, of course it would be mimicking the trenches. Oh, boy. Well, here we go.
The decision is yours.
No, I don't miss fighting Atlines. Not even a little bit.
Got something we can use?
Make her concentrate. Well, that's fine and dandy. Great, and the urchins. And the urchin! Oh, and slimes, too! Oh, that'd be cool. Terrific.
What's that?
There we go. Ooh, another Revenant Mastery. Grants the Lightning Barrage. We might have turned down free blood codes.
I think we can put that to good use.
Ah, great, one of the masks. Okay, so you can speedball those. Alright. Well. Anything back here? Just Queen Iron? Yeah, that was a waste. Oh!
Let's open it up and see, shall we?
Yeah, lightning version.
You have to take whatever you can use.
That regen inducer is certainly worth the effort. Oh, you. Guess we finally get a name for it. Oh, I missed a section. Let's take care of that before we bonk that big boy. There we go. The standard Speedball Special seems to be doing us just fine here. Not a lot of gear in this one either, go figure. Oh, let's check that corner I didn't hook my nose into.
Don't run too far ahead.
Yeah, well, XP is XP.
Find better ground.
Yeah, we probably should. Ground that isn't flooded. Oh, okay, the car is the gap. I was getting really confused for a second about the gap in the map. Mad Gorger, huh? Well, first time I've seen an outright stutter in this game. Ooh. Take this at first launch.
That's that, I guess.
And second. Doesn't help that I pay no attention to my... Ooh, they drop steel? That's lovely. They drop steel, I promise you the boss drops steel. I think that's everything here. Oh, hey. Yankus. I get they're bringing in elements from the Howling Pit, and I appreciate that. At the same time, my brain goes, why did you bother? No offense, my good dudes. Why? Oh, we only got 2 halves this time. Okay, well that's nice. Saves us some time.
Threat spotted.
And Rapido. Oh, they actually depict the dagger underneath the shiny. Go figure. I hadn't ever bothered to look. It was like, ah, yes, items are related to you in glowy bits.
You have to take whatever you can use.
Get it down.
Below us, huh?
Queen Steel. Very much so welcomed. We haven't had a knockdown drag out yet. Yeah, we got plenty of iron. Fair bit of steel to show for our trouble. Kind of nice to be fighting these antlines on dry ground for a change. That seems like the way forward. I accidentally did the long swipe, which is very stylish, and does max out the cool points. It's almost worthless against these. Ah, we got him. We got good work,
That's a nice thing to have
Yakimo.
around.
Big preach. See a regen inducer.
Right.
Attack.
There's the target. No harm in being prepared. That didn't take too much effort.
There we go.
I knew you had talent.
Whew.
Pick up something we can
I
use.
wasn't expecting the urchins to pop out as well, but... I feel like the double blue lamps are your hint for an entryway or an exit. Ah, see what I mean? Hadn't bothered to notice before. It's very much so away on business. All right. Stone crushers. Heck.
Bring it any time. Hey, hold up.
There we go. Ah, make sure there's no sundry goods hanging out here. Take a quick look at the map. I don't think we missed anything except that one corner. Yeah, there's a corner back there. Yeah, I must have zipped right
No
past
harm in
it.
being prepared.
There we go. And then we just zip back to the end. But then we gotta deal with the dancer. I think I still have slow resist.
Prepare now, so you don't regret it later.
You know what? I'm gonna hit the rest spot, then I'm gonna hit the resist. I feel like lightning would be helpful here. Alright, let's swap you out for a lightning cartridge. And you out for a slow. Yeah, anti-slow. Oh, no. Anti-slow. Yes. Oh, oh. Did it again. Alright, stamina boost. Eh, why not? It only cost me 10 points of friendship. Why not? Yeah, I think that's all we need.
Who knows what's waiting through here?
Oh, good lord, that expands acre capacity a lot. Like, time and a half.
That one sure has swagger. Bring it anytime.
Failed.
No harm in being prepared. Thanks, friend. Bring it anytime.
There we go. Yep. Pop up Yakimo.
Watch your regeneration. Bring it anytime, I guess.
There we go. That's a lot of work for 2 Queen Steel, I tell you what. The good news is that you can just speedball afterward, I think. I tell you, I burned a lot of buffs I didn't need to. Whoops.
Hey,
What do I have hanging out? Yeah, I have a glass camera.
Wait, is that really for me?
Yeah, dude.
That's awfully nice of you. Thanks a lot.
Oh, and he does weights. Alright, good to know. I got the 7 points though. Yeah.
Your
Let's see. Don't remember I got any side quests from anybody. Well, let's check the outer crossroads. There we go. Took me a minute. First section, you goon. Yeah, we got no propositions from you.
Good time. I think you'll find.
Alright.
If you have any
Well, let's
materials
acquire
from the
some
old
valuables
world,
while I'm
I can
here.
give you valuables in exchange.
Ooh, chocolate valuables wildly. Well, I guess that's true of everything here, but... Let's see, we already got Yakima and Louis' weapons. Like 5 penance.
Don't hesitate to come back if you need anything.
So there will be a unique weapon to trade for from EO later, for reasons.
Hi. Okay. Take care then.
Oh. Ah, yeah, don't wanna sleep.
What is
No.
it? Such a striking of the world, I know. Such an odd shade aside from I know a good. Such a striking of the world, I know it. You have my deep. You have my.
Oh, all sorts of useless stuff here.
Take care.
Well, we'll leave the points we have banked for now. Guess all that's left is to invest some points. Well, dang it all, Trashkin. I mashed the stop button instead of the pause button again. But like I was saying, I guess the only thing we have left to do is take a crack at the boss in my memories. Yeah, main battlefield. Right. Oh, I'm saving that pure blood. That's a that I can't get more
we
of.
Should be fine.
Right. Stamina. There you go. This is one of my least favorite fights. I mean, it's challenging, but that really hung me up for like a month. Ugh. The Dark Knight, or as I like to call it, heck.
Completely corrupted revenants. The Queen's sorry products. Listen, kid. Show them no mercy. Stay focused. You're ready.
That shield rush. I suppose I can't complain when somebody shows passable shield work offense. I feel like that's a dangerous state to be near.
Right.
Oh, Queen's Knight. Alright, fair enough. Heck. Ah, I forgot about the crossfire. Hack's about to get taken down.
Most of what you have.
There we go, by the skin of our teeth. And cutscene time. Bruce?
Our ill-mannered guest is here. Guess that means we have to begin the festivities.
Hap. Must be a judgment, huh? I thought we'd miss out. Heck. Well, I'm glad I at least kept my equipped weapon this time.
How many of them are there?
Enough to destroy a city.
Did I make it?
Silva.
I'll take the spear.
I don't want to like you.
All right, gang. This is the moment of truth.
Did Silva build the barrier?
This creature will never hurt any of my people again.
Where did you go wrong, Silva?
At last, you can know peace.
What? Kid!
Weirdly intimate. Oh, how is my spec? Oh, the Icar. Managed to do in Cruz as the queen? Yeah, looks that way. Heck! No wonder we blinked that out. I wouldn't want to remember that either.
Well done.
Hmm? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Your
Not
resolve
good.
was truly admirable.
Sleep well, friend.
Oh. Trying to put one for my heart. Although I do like the glowy effect on the 8-ball fractured eye there. That is really cool. I wonder if you just get the red glowy with standard eyes, or if that's just a feature of the 8-ball fractured. I'll have to do another build one of these. Queenslayer, a well-balanced code for exploration, melee combat, which features high HP and endurance. Something I'm gonna have to spend a lot of blood code on. Okay. And we're back to the Heckin' Tower, my least favorite section. Oh, there we go. Well, let's see what kind of gifts it offers. You know, I completely forgot to do Hermes. Boost Strain, Circular Pulse, Frenzied fire. Final journey. Cleansing light. Restores all HP, increases all abilities, but kills you after some time. For a limited time, a portion of the damage you take will slowly heal automatically. Huh. This sounds like a lot of handy exploration abilities.
Time to head on up. I see something.
Yeah, but we got no clear path there. Should probably invest some of this steel into our equipment. There we go.
You have to take whatever you can use.
And we got a WAF up to the 3rd floor. Guess I'll scope it out. Come on. Woof.
I always look forward to this.
Ah, another knockoff of the Oni Bane. Ah. Balloon scaling.
Make sure you're good and set before we go.
C plus. Fear trash, I tell you. I like the good stuff. I got a path up. May as well scope it. Yeah. Yeah, that seems like a bad idea. Got no way to you.
A new ladder.
Ah, that's gonna be rough. I keep hitting the quick, which is the slowest of the heavies. I mean, it's really cool when it works. Dear God, the wind-up.
Let's open it up and see, shall we? I think we can put
A
that to
shoddy
good
key.
use.
Oh, well, that's at least Pargrizo. This is probably the most complicated section. Lots of verticality. Lots of dead ends.
Keep your eyes open on the way down.
Oh. There we go. Hung up on the geometry for a moment. Hey, does this shoddy key go
Who knows
here, I
what's
wonder?
waiting through here.
I didn't see you use shoddy key, so...
Got something we can use?
finding more and more stuff. You're gonna spend a good bit of time lost in this segment.
Don't run too far ahead.
I did.
Bring it anytime.
And a heavy to boot. Woof. Oh, hello.
That's a real gem.
I was afraid I was going to spot that piece, but there it is. Let's take a look-see at our Vestiges. B, C, and E. So we're missing A. There's somebody stoop stomping.
Hold on. I'm on my way.
Oh, it's like just 3 towers, but I swear I keep getting lost in them.
Wouldn't want to fall here.
Me either. Ooh. That's Def. I tell you, Osha would have a field day with all the missing guide rails here. I remember right. That dead ends. Remember right.
Sorry. Moving out.
Alright, but the top is walled. Alright, plan B. Find yourself so lost you just can't work your way out. Yep. I think we'll go ahead and pull ourselves up to level 40. Teleport. And get right after it. At the very least, I would like to get the Hermes Vestiges, out of the way there. So we're gonna go right ahead and make sure we patch that. That might be where we call it for this session.
What is it?
As it is going to take a good long while. A good long while to wind my way through those towers.
Your fiancé is not an easy person to find.
Sorry. I didn't mean to drag you both into all of this.
Stop apologizing. The queen is gone now, so we can continue surveying the depths. All we have to do is keep our eyes peeled and avoid letting our guard slack.
Yeah, but we've been looking practically everywhere, and there's just no trace of her.
Huh?
At this point, she might even be...
Don't. We don't want to jinx it. I contacted someone at the shelter, but no one there matched the description.
Thank you for trying. Still, I wonder if maybe it's time for me to give up and move on.
Listen, Davis. If that's what you've decided, if you really want to move on, then I'd be happy to come along with you.
Naomi, I'm not sure I can yet.
Right. Of course. I'm just being impulsive. Sorry. Forget what I just said.
Yes.
Sorry.
Seems like seabed
but I have
stuff.
other business to take care of today. We've had a few reports of a revenant sneaking off with blood beads, so I have to investigate that.
Watch your back out there, all right? People will do anything if they're thirsty enough.
Sure.
Don't worry about us. Just get yourself home safe, yeah?
Shouldn't you be backing them up?
Take care.
Oh. Let's see how this story goes. And Davis off the bat.
I had been so focused on trying to find my fiancée that I didn't see what was right in front of me the entire time.
Yeah, hindsight be like that.
The three of us had been together since Operation Queenslayer. Honestly, you just don't find friends like that every day. I had completely forgotten what she'd said back then. It feels pretty pathetic, forgetting something like that. Life as a revenant seems like a cruel joke sometimes.
All right, Trashkin. Well, we bopped the Queen's Guard there. Queen's Knight. We finished up 2 of the depths. We're in the stretch of the Cathedral of Sacred Blood, and we got a new blood code. And unlocked a good chunk of Hermes. So I think that's where we're going to call this session. So, Trashkin, you don't have to go now if you don't care to. We have plenty of videos, plenty of other games, plenty of other playthroughs, plenty of horror samplers, if you want to continue to hang out by the trash fire. If you'd like to help us keep tending the trash fire, keep it burning bright, and reach a wider audience of Trashkin, likes, comments, and subscriptions help us out a great deal. You can hit the bell if you like, but I upload 3 times a week, so you might get sick of hearing from me if you do that. So I don't ask anybody to hit that bell. I'm uploading way too often as it is. So, for those of you that do have to depart, thanks for coming out. Thanks for keeping the vibes around the trash fire chill, for watching. I've been your humble host, Raspa Trash Bear. And until next time on Trash Tier Gaming, don't forget to have a good stretch by the trash fire before you head out. I don't want you pulling anything. Feel free to help yourself to another snack and drink on your way out. Don't forget to stack the chairs by the snacks table. I'll handle the janging them back under it. And take care of yourselves. Good night. And I'll see you all in the next one.